What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been quite the last 18 months or so for Chinese World of Warcraft servers. Now, back in November of 2022, it came out that Blizzard was unable to come to an agreement with NetEase on the licensing for World of Warcraft. Now, this both covered the retail and classic servers, and basically the outcome of the inability to come to an agreement was that, the WoW servers would actually close down. Now, this took place on January 23rd, 2023. Now, this obviously hit the community hard, with both the player base who have been playing retail World of Warcraft for so many years in China, but also those new players who had started their WoW journey with WoW Classic, with the Classic relaunch of 2019, who in fact were still in the Burning Crusade Classic expansion upon server closure. So for the next 20 months, the Chinese servers remained dormant. Now, while there were options for players to re-roll on either Taiwanese, North American, or even the EU servers, it would mean that you would be starting from scratch, and with many players having invested so many years into their accounts, this was something that very few did until 26th of June 2024, NetEase announced that the World of Warcraft servers would be returning to China, and boy, did they make a comeback. While this was announced prior to the launch of the War Within retail expansion, after missing majority of Dragonflight, returning players would receive a host of goodies, with anything from free game time, 500 traders tender each month for 12 months, and new mounts, including a special version of the Blizzard Bear, which was previously awarded at BlizzCon 2008. Now, for classic players, well, this is where things got very interesting, and one of the main culprits as to why or how World of Warcraft has returned to new heights within not only the Chinese market, but the market of World of Warcraft overall. Having been stuck in TBC from when the Chinese servers went offline, NetEase and Blizzard China announced a special expedited version of the Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which featured special gear vendors that would progress through its phases relatively fast, or faster than other regions previously, before moving on to Cataclysm Classic. Now, in order to further help the player base of this expedited version of Wrath Classic, a special bundle would go on sale within the store, which unlocked all ranks of flying, all flying paths, maxing out all Northrend reputations, and a full set of 213 gear, not to mention 22 slot bags, and some gold, and I'm sure a few other things. The goal of this was to get players up to speed, as Blizzard announced that they were going to roll out the Ulduar raid within just a few weeks of China's Wrath of the Lich King Classic launch. Now, from a Western point of view, tying literal in-game power levels to the store so blatantly, therefore, making it pay to win, would have been basically business suicide. But in the Chinese market, it was welcomed with open arms, and boy, did they love it. So much so that it is heavily speculated that 11 million people were raiding in Ulduar on the Chinese servers. Yes, you heard me correct, 11 million. This comes from Warcraft Log's creator, who said, "I am fairly certain that World of Warcraft is at an all-time high player count across its entire lifetime." They went on further to say that this number did not include Cataclysm Classic, a Season of Discovery, Classic Era servers, and of course retail, which is a juggernaut in its own right, meaning in 2024 World of Warcraft has returned to its former height of players that we saw back in 2010, which funnily enough was during the original run of Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm expansions. Now, in true Blizzard fashion, and knowing how welcoming the Chinese market is to in-game purchases, Blizzard announced that they would be adding a classic-only Flying Swift Spectral Tiger mount for the simple price of $265 US. Now, if you were to tell me that this was coming to NA or EU servers, I would have laughed at you for even suggesting that players would even buy this mount. But unfortunately, after seeing how many players who had bought the new $90 mount, even though yes, the new Brutasaur mount does come with some major utility use, I dare say that you would most likely see a lot of people flying around on their Swift Spectral Tigers. But at the end of the day, Blizzard know exactly what they're doing, and they're making tens of millions doing it, and this is all in 2024, where if you look at the raw data, there is an argument to be made that World of Warcraft is as popular as ever, which is just, it's insanity. But guys, that's basically all I have for you today, so please feel free to like the video, comment below, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please head over to my Twitter and follow me there, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.